Okay, you're visualizing and you know what you want. You want to be successful. You want to have a fit body. You want to have a relationship with the person that you dream of. And you have heard from somebody you know or have listened to a video about the power of visualizing. And you're doing it. You're sitting down. You're imagining it. You're trying to visualize it. You're trying to visualize it. And after 5, 6 odd times of doing this, nothing's happening. Why? The reason why is because you're missing one crucial step. In fact, we can say this is the most critical step when you're visualizing. But let me answer the question first. Why do we visualize in the first place? The reason why we visualize is because our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between something that you're actually experiencing and something that you're vividly imagining. So because it doesn't know the difference, it interprets what you're experiencing as real. It interprets this as a feeling. Our subconscious mind only speaks one language, and that language is called feeling. So because it doesn't know the difference, it thinks it's real, it interprets this as a feeling. Your subconscious mind gets impressed. This is a key word here. Impressed with that feeling of whatever you just did, whether it was real or whether it was vividly imagined. There was a study of 3 groups of young men, and the first group was told to imagine flexing their finger for 20 minutes a day, 5 days out of the week, for about 4 weeks. They had the second group of untrained young boys imagine flexing their bicep 20 minutes a day, 4 days a week, for 4 weeks. And then as a control, they had a third group of young boys do absolutely nothing. Now, what do you think happened to the third group? Right? They did nothing, right? They got nothing. There was no results because they literally did nothing. But what about the first two? I mean, they didn't actually do anything, right? We can argue that they did nothing, but you would be surprised to hear that the first group that only imagined flexing their little finger for 20 minutes a day, 4 days a week, for 4 weeks, they had a 50% increase in finger muscle strength. The second group that focused on imagining flexing their bicep, they had an increase of 15% muscle strength in their bicep. Why is this? Well, I just gave you the answer before. Our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between something we actually experience and something we vividly imagine. It interprets that as being real, and it translates that feeling and it presses itself. Anything impressed has to be expressed. So because these young boys were working out their finger, their bicep, in their imagination, that had to be expressed in their body as actual muscle being produced in their arm. Isn't that wild? Well, this is why we visualize, because the goal is to impress our subconscious mind with a feeling that we already have what we want. And whatever is impressed must be expressed. So this will lead us to actually accomplishing that which we are focusing on. So what do you need to do? What is your thing that you're missing? What is the crucial step? The crucial step that you're missing is focusing on the feeling in your visualization. You need to learn how to capture the feeling of what you're visualizing. Okay, I get it. You're visualizing being fit. You're visualizing having a lot of money. You're visualizing being in the relationship of your dreams. But that's not what's going to impress your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind only interprets feeling. So what you need to do next is, when you're visualizing the next time, I want you to focus on capturing the feeling. The feeling of what it's like. So let's say that you want to have $10,000. What would it feel like to have $10,000? One of the great ways that you can figure out what it would feel like is ask yourself, what does this $10,000 mean to me? Because $10,000 means a lot of things to a lot of different people. To some people, $10,000 might mean nothing. To some people, $10,000 might mean that they can finally reset their life. To other people, $10,000 mean they can finally build a new garage. What does the $10,000 mean to you? And if you can figure out what your desire means to you, whether that's a relationship, $10,000, being fit, whatever it is, if you can find out what it means to you, you can also find out what it would feel like once you get it. So the next time you're visualizing, focus on the feeling. Figure out, what does this desire mean to you? When you've determined what it means to you, it'll be so much easier to visualize and capture that feeling, which will lead to your subconscious mind being impressed by that feeling. And because everything that is impressed must be expressed, you will be quickly swifted along your way to actually experiencing that which you just imagined. I hope you found that useful. If you do and use my advice, please come back, comment on this video, and tell me how it went. I also have something in the description, which is a 7-day workbook I created called Mental Manifesting. This is a gift to you. This is a freebie that I created. So even if you've listened to the other videos, you haven't downloaded it yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download it. I will see you next time. I post these videos every single day. Bye-bye. Have a great day.